I never seen Mr. Flood more than you in Standard. I know, isn't it bad? Ladies and gentle mages, welcome back to another episode of Mana Man, and today's juicer is going to be, I call it Void Bounce. So of course we are going in for like the Nurturing Pixie shell, but let's go ahead and just give a special shout out at our very own Elegy Acolyte. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, I have no idea, but this Edge of Eternities card is absolutely insane. You can play it in mono black, you can play it in Orzhov, you can play it in this weird, I call it Void Bounce, Pixie Bounce, Void, whatever the hell you want to call it. But nevertheless, the Elegy Acolyte is here and it is insane just because if you're not living under a rock, Void is the easiest thing on the planet to activate. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, it's literally the easiest thing on the planet. Create a 2/2 robot. Now that robot doesn't seem like too much, but a 4/4 lifelinker for 4 is pretty good. And then you have an additional little like Gix. I mean, pretty damn good. Now it's not a totally Gix because, well, A, it's not a legendary, so you can run more than like 2 or 3. You could probably run 4, but we'll get into why I'm not. But Gix also only lets you, well, this one only lets you draw 1, whereas Gix is as many creatures as you attack with. So it's also something to kind of keep watch of. But speaking of watching, we have the Roadwatcher. And whenever you mill, whenever it enters, you're going to mill 4 cards, and then you're going to return a creature card mana value 3 or less. This is the entire like reason that we're doing this. So there's obviously like Esper, there's Esper. Cosmogrand Zenith would be like what you'd probably run there, but if you are committing to green and this insanely weird mana base, you're going to want to go in for Roadwatcher and then Skirmish Rhino. We're running a full play set of these bad boys. We're here to beat you down. There's no doubt about that. So I mean, with Cecil, Cecil's obviously one of the craziest one-drops I've ever seen in my entire life, but you want to be as aggressive as humanly possible. There is a little bit of dyssynergy here with gaining the 2 life off this with Cecil, but it's really not that big a deal. It's still a 2/3 death touch that can transform and shit. It's absolutely insane. So other than that, you got the Timeline Culler. Timeline Culler can be worked back from the graveyard, and because you have the Roadwatcher milling yourself out, there's also that. And we do have these weird surveil lands, which came up more than I thought it would. You actually surveil away and then obviously just warp it in, but being able to warp this in is a pair made in heaven and or hell, I guess if you're the opponent, with the Acolyte, because then you get that little robot action and it's so nice with the haste. I mean, these two are just an absolute pair made in heaven. Squall. I have no idea why that D is capitalized, but I do run 1 Squall. Our 4-drops, there are pretty chunky 4-drops here. I guess you could go for the Zenith, but I'm going to let you know a little bit of secret. I don't have enough wild cards for a full play set of the Zenith, whatever it is yet. So I'm going to go in and we're just going to try in the Abzan version with the bounce shell, and hopefully we do very well. And I'll give you a little bit of a hint. I think we do. And sideboard's pretty much the usual stuff. Got the end for, I don't know, if you remember Blot Out rotated out. I don't know what else to run for the Kaito. Enduring Curiosity, excuse me, and the Kaito. Those things are really hard. I used to rely on Blot Out, but now I just have the end. It's still a pretty good card, but it's no Blot Out, and that makes me really sad. I don't know. VV is really good, and Demir is really good. I don't know. Good luck with them. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, let's go give a shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs that do help out the channel financially. Thank you so much for all of your support. It means the absolute world to me. There is no Mana Man without the Mana Rocks. So let's give a brand new shout out to our new Mana Rock, Dustin0610. Appreciate you, my friend, for the Twitch sub. Thank you so much. Keep in mind that only you can help protect the ether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Timbre, how are we doing here? So got all of our black cards in here, but that's totally fine. I think I'm gonna commit to the Mortuary. Turn 1. It's not always super important to either Cull or Tinybones. Plus we're kind of got like a little awkward gap here with the Culler, Joins Up, and the Acolyte. So let's see what you got here, Slimefoot Avatar. See how slimy you actually are. Get a little sleep check here. Sometimes, you know what? I can appreciate these. You know, just sometimes the clean ones. Short, simple, very clean. Not mad at you here, Timbre. Definitely want to keep at least 1 form of removal here. Have no idea what we're playing against, so. Think we're going to lean into the... It doesn't really matter here. The starting town can give white, I guess, in a pinch, but... Let's go. Warp. And then Tinybones Joins Up. And it gets better opponent, because I got a Tinybones Joins Up. That's alright. It's not Hopeless Nightmare, but still pretty damn annoying, isn't it? So let's get a better look at what we're playing against here. Elves. So the Verge isn't on. I'm assuming... Oh, I don't know. I can't really assume. This could just be like Gruul Beatdown. If I see Ruby Daring Tracker, excuse me, that's probably what it is. I don't know if I really care that much to know where to run. Is it more important to know where to run this thing or just to pixie it? Let's try the know where to run. We'll just kind of try and stifle them because I'm telling you what, I don't really have anything super crazy. So let's slow them down here. If they drop down a big fat 4-drop or something. How many 4-drops are in Standard that are really that formidable? I don't think there's a ton, right? Screaming Nemesis is certainly one. Fortunately, Nowhere to Run is going to capture them quite promptly. I could actually get down the Acolyte, but I think it's probably a little more important just to do this now. I don't want to worry about a Snakeskin Veil or anything like that. Easy money, right? Let's just go tapped here. I'm at 13 life, and plus they're kind of a little aggressive, so... Yeah, see there. Oh, there you go. Ow. You already know. Elegy Acolyte. This card is so amazing in this deck. It does kind of everything you need it to do. I'm definitely not blocking with the Pixie, so... Okay. It's a little greedy to swing in there and take that 1 life. It is a little greedy, admittingly. I'm not even joking here. So if I block, I mean, we're only losing 1 life, essentially. The problem is here is they have a buff spell. Then I block, they buff, we lose life. I'm going to say no to that. Come to think of it, if they have a buff spell, I don't think they could have killed me either way. Serac definitely acts as a problem here. Dustin, how we doing here? How we doing, Dustin? Let's go... I want to make sure that I have at least 1 black source open for this. So we're unnecessarily using a black source, which is quite unfortunate. Let's do this and hold up our Godless Shrine. So let's go for Elegy Acolyte again. And I am going to swing in with Acolyte. I doubt they're going to block. I mean, they really might, though. We're just basically trying to get into at least 1 thing here. Been watching, enjoying your VODs, enjoying you. But seeing you buy packs for wildcards hurts my heart. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's just part of the grind, I suppose, my friend. Come on, 1 untapped land. Oh, we don't get in a single untapped land. Oh, no, that's pretty bad. Okay, let's go for the Mortuary then. If we can survive maybe 1 more turn, we might be okay here. Seeing you buy packs for wildcard hurts my heart. Wildcards do not grow on trees, my friend. That is true. Alright, so now I got a block for sure, right, on the Serac. They do a few drafts. Yeah, I don't, I maybe want to do some more drafts. I definitely like to do, like, standard content, mostly for, like, YouTube, and you're kind of hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. So you're doing the YouTube content with the VODs from your Twitch. But I definitely want to do some drafts at some point, for sure. But drafts are also kind of expensive. At least you have to do, like, an initial upfront investment, right? Ooh, Ouroboros. This changes the game quite a bit. I'm a little surprised they didn't swing in here. How's life? How are we doing here? I have arrived. We are here. We are here. Okay, so we actually have pretty good blocks here. If I go for Timeline Culler and do like an all-out swing, I don't think we're in too much trouble here. So I'm going to pay 2 life. We're going to lose... No, this is fine. I'm going to do this. They might not be aware of the Skirmish Rhino either. So I think this is probably correct. 4 toughness across the entire board. Kind of saves the Acolyte from being able to swing. I think this is our only move. They might even get cocky and let 1 through, which I don't think they would, but... So this is actually lethal if they don't block the Acolyte here. Okay, so they do, which is quite unfortunate. So we're going to have to go for Nowhere to Run on the Ouroboros. And then the plan is essentially... because I could drop Skirmish Rhino. That's not going to be enough to kill him. So let's go for the Nowhere to Run and ensure the Ouroboros dies. And our Timeline Culler does not. They will draw a card, but whatever. So now we do gain all that life. I don't really care so much anymore. It's worth noting with the Elegy Acolyte, you actually have to draw. You don't. It's not a may, right? No, it says you draw a card and you will lose 1 life. Spend 50th per set from aside the pre-orders for gems and stuff. Yeah, honestly, the $50 for the pre-order for all the packs typically is a really good value. So I definitely do that as well, my friend. With the new drafts every week, keep my wild cards stay topped up. I usually, just with like the, whatchamacallit, I would say with the, hold on, let me make this move here. Is it important to get Cecil down? Probably not really, right? I guess it kind of is. Yeah, we'll get Cecil down instead of the Bandit's Talent then. John, how are we doing here? How are we doing? Hope you're doing well, my friend. But yeah, I don't have too much problems with the wildcard. Right now, like, for instance, there's 2 brews I have with the Cosmo Grand Zenith. And I don't have it going on right now just because I don't have the wild cards. But we're inching closer. It's usually not that big of a problem. But I know if you do, like, the events and the drafts, it definitely helps out Dustin, for sure. I see your point there. The pass and the tokens. Seeing Elegy definitely is saying, loving that dude. Yes, this is so good. I'm not even joking you. With, like, the bounce nonsense, it's so easy to go off of. It's also like a mini Gix. So, there's tons to love here. But I'm going to go ahead and swing in here. Might as well, right? Sure. I guess that trade is completely fine with me. They're almost dead, actually, right? Bandit's Talent into a Skirmish Rhino. So they actually don't have 1 or fewer cards unless they want to do something cute here. Shock or something, which I don't think is going to happen. But I think we're whittling them down pretty good here. Don't usually do the events. I don't like the meta net decks they're blowing me. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I usually play like off meta, I would say, is usually my jam. I don't play like jank, but I don't play like full-blown meta either. So this is not relevant right now. It's fine. Okay, we'll just drop down the Rhino and say, here we go. Doing good, enjoying good MTG content. Good MTG content. Hey, hopefully I can provide that. Ouroboros is not going to be enough, baby. Here we go. That's it. That is going to be it. Despite the flood, we're looking good. Alright, so no green sources here. We'll keep it. I mean, you know, we'll find a green source eventually, right? So we got the Pixie. Pixie used to be like the ultimate nemesis. I think Pixie, I don't know, maybe loosely tier 2. VV Cauldron is disgusting. Well, yeah, VV Cauldron is truly like, it can be kind of soul shattering to play against. You definitely need to hit it from every single angle. It's fun if you're going for daily, weekly wins. Yeah, hey, I mean, I play ranked, so like, if people play VV, that's up to me to be the underdog to overcome them, right? That's the way I look at it. So it's kind of really weird that they're not playing anything. I mean, they are basically a Gruul beatdown deck, so it's kind of really weird, but what you got up your sleeve here, my friend? Alright, I'm gonna swing in then. I'm almost tempted just to Nurturing Pixie just to drop it back down. I guess I'll just be the aggro deck then, right? So I got a 2/2 flyer for 1. That's like just pretty good in and of itself if they're not going to play anything. Alright, I got a board here. Do you have anything? They do, okay. So this is what I like about the split up for sure. I'm going to be a little cute. So we also have the Exorcise. We got split up. Let's go for Tinybones, into the Pixie, into the Tinybones. Oh, it's so nasty. It's not Hopeless Nightmare, but it still works the same as far as the discarding goes, so. Overprotect. Okay, well, we still have split up, so I'm not worried about that. Let's go ahead and swing. And this thing probably should have reach, considering that it's literally in the outer space. So probably should, but it's okay. And yeah, let's just go Pixie into Tinybones. Pretty nasty. And then we can worry about going in for the freaking split up. So we got at least one turn for the Ouroboros to beat me down. I guess I could go for like a pump, right? Even if they do go for overprotect, give it trample, 5, 10. I mean, I'm at 16 life. I think we're pretty much good, right? Yes, I do. I'm not even joking. I totally agree. Starwinder should absolutely have flying. It's literally a Leviathan in outer space. It's like, it should definitely have flying, right? Oh gosh, we gotta be a little nervous here. What are you doing here? You're gonna fight me, right? This card's actually pretty damn good. So no problem here. So no, this is what I love about split up so much. Okay. Oh. Okay. I was about to say if they do swing in, I was like, hey, you know, for like 7. I'm not even joking you. Dust, if you, I don't know if you saw my video with Starwinder. I played Starwinder alongside Azorius Flash. I had the cat and Starwinder, and I'm not even joking you. I love that build. It was so fun. So I'm gonna swing. We're gonna go for split up because these things are just too damn big at this point. So I'm swinging in. They're gonna die anyway. We gotta split up, I think. They may not want to trade, which in case that would be the best possible thing, right? This doesn't have hexproof, right? I haven't seen any videos. I'm pretty new. Oh well, hey, welcome aboard. I would say, yeah. I mean, the Starwinder, in my opinion, it's kind of a weird card because it's sort of like a win more card. But that's the way I would use it. I would use everything like really low to the ground. Like I did Azorius Flash. So this, now that this thing died, I don't know if I really even need to split up. I think I'm gonna go for the Elegy Acolyte, right? This thing doesn't have trample. And then we do get our robot from the ward, so. Ooh, Terror of the Peaks, that's fine. Again, we were definitely just going in for split up, so. Pretty scary boards you got there, but I do not care. You sinned today. Crap me some Synthesize and play Just Guy Artifact deck back to top 1200. I think it's nasty. At least in best of 1 for sure. The part, yeah, I mean, you know me, John. I prefer best of 3 because like in best of 1 is pretty gross. In best of 3, you can prepare for it a little bit better. You can sideboard in your removal. I don't think I need a Shelter by Ghost Exorcise. We're just gonna swing in here. We're gonna swing in here so that we guarantee a draw, and then we're gonna split up the untapped creatures. And then they're basically out of commission. Yep. Bang, bang, bang. We do get that draw from the Elegy. Our little Gix Jr. And we're split up the... I was going to make sure I clicked the right one. The untapped creatures. Bam! And there we go. Looking absolutely gorgeous now. Split up remains one of the best cards that like nobody uses. Card is just absolutely nuts. So still no green sources, which is kind of the problem with 3 color. I think I have like 13 green sources for the Roadwatcher. Screaming Nemesis, sure. They don't even swing, which is totally fine. I'm gonna go for double Kirin here. This is return up to 1, so I don't even really have to. Yeah, we're really like just playing with our food at this point. I could swap you for a card. Let's just have some fun, whatever. Let's draw a card. So there's our green sources, and now we just go in for Sheltered by Ghosts. And the game is basically over, but we'll play it out. Yeah, game's definitely over. Yak 1, hi. Alright, we'll go ahead and keep this. Nurturing Pixie, obviously not a true 1-drop. Yes, the converted mana cost is 1. Not a true 1-drop, so let's go ahead and set up for something a little bit better. I guess we'll keep it. Worst case scenario, we can just drop down a Sheltered by Ghosts on a Pixie. Wow, so they're definitely screwed on mana here, huh? I'm gonna do it. We got plenty of things to do later. I just kind of want a warm body out here. Not very often do you go for a Pixie, but without bouncing anything. It was used in a lot of pre-con decks a long time ago in the Kiora decks. I know if I've at least would see it, I'm sure I would know it immediately. So let's go for Sheltered by Ghosties. I guess I gotta take the World Wagon, as awkward as that is. I don't need you ramping up here. And you do not have a reach, so bam. Moxfield Big Sultai by Walter Benjamin was the best one I found, since them a lot more have popped up. Ooh, so they are going to get the Ramparoni. Ooh, alright, that one feels pretty bad. 6/6 for 7. Shroud. You don't see a whole lot of Shroud anymore. Alright, do we go for Acolyte or do we go for the Roadwatcher? Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna go for the Roadwatcher. Let's just roll the dice, baby. Let's roll that dice. What do we got here? I saw something in there. So Pixie or Kirin, honestly, is pretty underwhelming. I guess it has to be Kirin by default, huh? No, I'm probably gonna have to block this damn World Wagon. I guess we'll see. Genova. Alright, here come the demons, huh? Or is a mutant. Okay. I don't think I can block, though, right? Oh, I can block this, but not this, because they would draw a bazillion cards. Whenever a mutant you control dies. I think I have to just take this. I don't want to lose my board state altogether, so that's kind of gross, huh? You ran it in a crew... Oh, I remember Crew Fix. Yes, I do. I definitely remember Crew Fix, like, vaguely. But I definitely do. That's a sick card. Let's go for the Elegy Acolyte. We're still at 17 lives, so, you know, whatever. Need some card draw here. Get a little greedy. Lore Scale Codal. Hydra Broodmaster's a banger. Oh my god. OG Kiora and Primeval Hydra was fun. That does sound pretty fun. Horsey Revenant. So Geneva's just making mutants here, which is not really great. Do I trade at some point? I'm going to have to trade at some point with this damn World Wagon, right? Things kind of eating my lunch a little bit here, huh? I'm just going to... I don't like it. I really don't like it. Let's take another block here. We do have Sheltered by Ghosts, so... Unholy Annex, too. Good God. Okay, so you got demons, mutants, you're draining me. Ugh. Snowrunner Run's looking a little mid. So this is only when a mutant dies during your turn. So that's actually kind of nice, right? I'm going to take the maximum amount. Well, actually, we could try and push for damage. I think we gotta push for damage here. So, I'm gonna swipe the Revenant. And then if we swing in... I just have to worry about the World Wagon. But I also will be able to... I mean, we're gonna have the Acolyte make a robot, so... I guess that's our way out. And then we're gonna go for Nowhere to Run if they block with Genova. Alright. So Genova's gonna die. Bang, bang. We're gonna draw, what? 2 cards, lose 2 life. But we did get that lifelink back. Do I actually warp this in with haste? I don't think so, right? It doesn't make any sense. We already have the Acolyte here, so we do have 1 blocker at least. There we go. Alright, so we can at least block the damn World Wagon that's just absolutely crushing our skull in. Ooh, the end. Ooh, that's not good, huh? It's really not that bad, though, right? If they get rid of the end with the Sun Kirin, I don't think it's that bad, though. The Kirin is not really, like, that focal to our plan, I suppose. I gotta maybe search up Primeval Hydra there. I don't really remember what Primeval Hydra does offhand very well. Cecil, ow. I remember the art like it was yesterday, though. Beginning of your upkeep, you double the... Okay, yeah, that's the one I remember. And then it has Trample if it has 10 or more counters on it. Primordial, or whatever the hell. Alright, 8 damage is a lot, so I think I have to block here. Ow. No Trample, so we're good there. Worst case scenario, we can definitely warp. This Void is so easy to fulfill. God, it's so easy to fulfill, man. Do we want to... I mean, they don't have any tricks up their sleeves. No crew. So I think I have to just, like, swing in, right? We're going to go in for another Acolyte. I guess I could probably wait for this. There's really no benefit for me playing this right now. But that's definitely going to be what we do. Warp and Void, a great big fan. Yeah, it's the mechanic is really fun. Edge of Eternities is really good. I know that seems relatively obvious, but like it's just been a really good set, right? So I'm wanting to go for the Momentum Breaker. I'm assuming they do block. Otherwise, if they let this go, I guess technically Ward hasn't been established, but then we go for Momentum Breaker. I'm a little surprised they didn't block the Acolyte, right? So Ward has been activated. I'd rather go for Momentum Breaker rather than the Caller, and I don't want to lose life from it. Sure. So now we get 2? Maybe I should have gone in for the Caller. I don't know. Probably 16 life, right? But now we can go in for the Caller again next turn. Ooh. Oh, let's give him a crying face. I didn't mean to go for the Tamia one. Let's give the crying one. Oh, that one's rough. That was rough. Alright, can we buff this up is my question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess now is like my chance to double block. They're gonna make a demon here too. Oh my god, I think we're just so screwed. Ooh. I think we're kind of just cooked. Okay. But then they just make a big demon, right? They still have Cecil to deal with. I think that just single-handedly took us out. Ooh. Yeah, definitely took us out. Oh, man. Shelter by... We have, like, nothing to play until turn 4, really. So, like, I think we just have to mull this, sadly. Alright, this looks a little bit better by default. But what do we get rid of? It's probably the Courtyard if we're committing to the turn 1 Mortuary. Honestly, it might even be Caller. I don't think we really, like, need the Caller. So, we'll go rid of you. Alright, let's get this down. Ooh, that's weird. I swear there's something weird with Arena right now that does, like, that weird, like, flash. It speeds up the animation between you playing the card. Super weird. I could Momentum. I'm gonna go Momentum Break, sure. Slow down, little elf there. Yeah, there's the network error too, Dustin, right? That one's really annoying. Let's go... I guess we'll go Bandit's Talent. And then next turn we can worry about going for Kirin and then the Breaker or something like that. Because this is a little bit more mana efficient that we can pop this, even though not very relevant at the moment. Okay, so we can pop at least one of these two things. Or come to think of it, I could just go for the Roadwatcher. Now we got Sheltered by Ghost as well. I'm gonna go Roadwatcher here. I've never had ADHD, but 1-to-1 in the match just goes away. My screen, I have to close and reopen. Oh, yeah, for sure. Alright, Pixie. I guess we'll go Momentum Breaker, right? Are you... Where the match just goes away, I'm back. That is funny. Yeah, you gotta get a clean slate, right? I'm gonna probably block you, right? Sure, that makes the momentum breaker a little clean, right? Roadwatcher already did its thing via the ETB, so sure. Are you one of those people that has to have the remote on a certain thing? Like, it can't be like an even number or odd number? I'm surprisingly I'm not actually that bad for that. But certain other weird things definitely make me lose my cool. You used to do that? Alright, if I go for the Acolyte here, Maelstrom Pulse is annoying. I want to get down this Acolyte here, but there's really nothing going on with the Acolyte because they're just going to trade the Maelstrom Pulse. I think I have to probably just Momentum Break. As boring as this is realistically the only move, right? So Maelstrom Pulse is going to take care of my Acolyte. We're going to flash in the Kirin. Sure. AC, microwave volume, everything needs to be either an even number or 5. Yeah. For some reason, like I said, I'm not super bad with that. Definitely not that bad. The only weird one with me, I'm not even joking you, is with the car. Sometimes when I'm going, if I put the cruise control on like 67 miles per hour, sometimes that does kind of irk me. It's not that. I'm trying to train myself. I'm getting better at not having to like change it, but sometimes that does really just, I'm like, erg. Alright, so what are we doing here? I think we just systematically destroy them before going in for this Acolyte. So here's another Bandit's talent. I don't really want to shelter by Ghost here. I think I'd rather just keep up the Momentum Breaker. Here we go. Bang, bang, choo-choo train. I've never used my cruise control into controlling it, like did not feel I'm in control. Oh wow, that's interesting. I'm really bad for cruise control. I literally will clock that thing in there. I'm such a lazy driver too. Like, ooh, deadly color up. I think we're probably okay. But I'm not joking you. People think this is so weird. Do you hold the steering wheel like this? 2 hands, 1 hand like this? I'm not joking you. And I've never been in an accident, so I'll say that right now. I literally cruise control, and I hold the steering wheel like this. A lot of times only with 1 hand. And I'll just hold it like this. Like on the highway and shit. Like underneath, because I'm lazy. I've never had a problem, but some people do think I'm like insane for that, which is kind of funny. Let's just go for the Acolyte, baby. Let's get it down. Alright, slash it for 2. They've swiped the board, but we still have 2 pretty good threats here, so... That's actually better for the airbags and stuff. Oh, hey! Yeah, you're probably right? I'm very attentive, too. Like, I never take my eyes off the road, but as far as, like, my actual arms, I don't really hold this, like, in the city. Or I only do that in the city. On the highway, it's literally just, I'm chilling. Alright, so I think I probably should shelter by ghosts here. This could be a pretty bad 2-for-1 if they swipe me here, but... Yeah, this looks pretty good here. I think worst case scenario, we can maybe finish him off with the Rhino. Ooh, the Culler, there we go. Yeah, and then we get the little robot. I always forget about that robot, too. So unless they can gain life, the Skirmish Rhino should just finish him off. There we go. Round 3. Fight. This looks pretty good. Turn 1, Tinybones. Turn 2, Sun Kirin thingy. You primarily play standard, Dustin? Dread Knight. Ooh. People hate on the Dread Knight, man. They think it's unplayable. It's great. I don't care what anyone says. That's a phenomenal card. Dread Knight. Okay, so what do we do here? Do we actually Kirin? Do we Kirin here, or do we know where to run? I'm just gonna Kirin, I suppose. And honestly, we could just drop down the Skirmish Rhino. Is it Rhino? Or is it Nowhere to Run and then Tinybones Joins Up? It's probably Tinybones Joins Up followed by Nowhere to Run, so. 60/40 standard and limited, and then the occasional historic when I play it. Yeah. How is historic? I don't play historic. It's too scary for me. It's way too scary for me. Realistically, I mean, I would love to even theoretically play all the formats, timeless, yada yada yada, but I just don't. Mostly because of the wildcard situation. But I'll never say never. I have a lot of the old cards, obviously, just from playing throughout the years, so. I don't win usually. Let's get rid of my Tinybones Joins Up. That's fine. Pixie into Nowhere to Run, I suppose. I could also just get down an Acolyte, but it's close. I'm gonna chuck this thing out here. I think there's a little bit more upside in doing that, just so we can get robots for removing stuff. So, Eternities Grace, one of the main cards in your gen deck. It is. It's like the little engine that could, right? It just keeps going. It just keeps going and going and going and going. Keeps grinding for value. It's like, I think it's a phenomenal card. So no demon there. You gotta be a little careful there, my friend. You could burn yourself out. So yeah, this is good. This is our chance to kind of just put the hurting on him here. Nowhere to Run. This activates the Void, right? Yeah, Void is so easy to fulfill. It's so easy to fulfill, man. Pay 2, Skirmish Rhino. Pop them. Swing in, draw. Bang. And then we get the Void. I love that little Void noise too. It's so sick. Main 3 and Historic Naya. Sultai Splashing Red and White Bridge and Vampool. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Okay. Let's go Cecil. I'm going to test you out here. Do you have another one of those regents? If you do, we are looking pretty rough. Uh-oh. That took the wind right on my sails, huh? I hope to God they just go in for the stupid Ritual Chamber. Don't sweep my board again. Oh, that's fine. We can rock with that. That's fine. Because we can actually, yeah, we can actually kill it before. Because this is a demon, right? Oh, this is not a demon. That's right. This is a vampire. So this isn't even a demon. When you say bridge, do you mean Prismatic Bridge? Is that what it's called? I definitely remember that card. All right, got the win. Whoa, we got James Bond in the house. Ozzy 007. Alright. This hand kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie to you. It's kind of trash. Pixie's not bouncing anything. And then we have the Roadwatcher at turn 4. I'm going to mull, yeah. Alright. This looks a little bit better. I'm going to go put away the Rhino. And we're basically just going to play like Orzhov. Alright, we're going to play Orzhov here. Let's go ahead and play some Orzhov. There we go. Hey, we'll just play Orzhov. That's all we need, right? Momentum Breaker. This Acolyte is so damn good. I know we run a lot of 4-drops, but we might need this Acolyte might need to go into 4. Right now I have 3 with 3 Roadwatchers, but this Acolyte is crazy. Go ahead, Bat. You're gonna get that Momentum Breaker at one point or another, so take what you want. Take what you want. Okay. Can't go in for it now, but you just wait, Bat. You just wait. I'm going to keep that Lush Portico. It's a little awkward because I'd rather just, you know, get it down quickly, but whatever. Sure. I'd rather be on tapped land, but beggars can't be choosers, right? So this is Esper? No, this is Dimir. It's just like Dimir mid-range. Okay, that's fine, whatever. I mean, they very well could counter this. But, I mean, what am I going to do? Just play nothing in fear? Oh, just a Drowner. Okay, okay. Did they actually get rid of the Drowner or the Bat, then? Yeah, they get rid of the Drowner. That makes sense, I suppose. So I'm not after lands any longer. I have 2 black source. Oh, yeah, of course. Now I got this Elegy Acolyte here. I think we're looking pretty good. Pixies for days, baby. Oh, gosh. I even clicked this link here, Jonathan. Sunset Saboteur. That makes me a little nervous. Not really a big fan of that. Stab? Oh, you're gross. Grr. I think it's just going to have to be Momentum Breaker, and I'm just going to go in for the Kirin right away. I'm not getting countered here. I know they haven't shown me a counter. Really? They are holding on to that bat for dear life, huh? I'm doing this now, just simply I don't want to run into a counter, so. I know that we could flash this in and then block to get our other Kirin back to get rid of this bat once and for all, but I've been scarred too many times by counters. I know they run Phantom Interference, so we can pay for that. Sure. They're hanging on to this bat for dear life. Sure. Alright. Oh, no, don't attack. No, do not attack. Do not attack. So they see the Acolyte. You see the Vision. Please don't have another bat. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely not blocking, I suppose. That's the thing they're going with here. Okay. If you have Phantom Interference, I'll croak. Alright, here we go. Oh, you're so annoying. Alright, so we're basically just in top deck mode here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're up 1. Okay, now, hey, land. Bitch. I'm not even joking you. Hold on. Probably should not have attacked there. I should have attacked there in case they top deck a cat. Oh, no cat. Okay, no cat. Yeah, I should not have attacked there, I don't think. Kaido! No! Cat or Kaido. I'm so bad, bro. I'm so bad at this game. It's so crazy how bad I am at this game. I'm so bad at top decking and bad at the game. It's not a good combination. I think we just lose on the spot now if we don't top deck something here. I never seen Mr. Flood more than you in Standard. I know, isn't it bad? We got a couple more lands, I think. That's... Alright, that seems pretty okay here. Definitely just punted the hell out of that last match. Cecil? Sure. Prefer Cecil on turn 1, but better late than never, I suppose. Siren's also kind of annoying, huh? So are we going Cecil, or are we going to hold up the Nowhere to Run? Again, this player is really good, or they're at least a high rank, so I'm assuming they understand that the proper play is not, I repeat, not, to go in for the map token on the Siren. Because then they could just get Nowhere to Run, Nowhere to Ran. So kind of awkward here. Now that I tap, now that they don't, yeah, now they don't, I know that sounds dumb, but trust me, there's levels, just trust me, No player, if I'm holding up priority, there's no way they go for a map token there. It's like 0%. Let's just go ahead and swing in. If we trade, then we trade. It's fine. It's fine. Fine for now, at least. Grrr, what you got here? Alright, so Intimidation Tactics is going to take away my Kirin. Not in love with that. Acolyte, oof, that's pretty good. I'm sure we'll have some sort of answer for it, but it's at least nice that we see it. Oh, they gave me a nice. That means nice try, so we know what that means. Okay, yeah, let's try it out, right? That nice was too cheeky. Too cheeky for me. Wow, that was a genuine nice. When was the last time you've seen a genuine nice there? And they had to. They Tidebinder. Okay. Okay. So if yeah, let's just go for the nowhere to run, I suppose, then, right? Yeah, that nice was genuine. Usually that means nice try, loser. But hey, we'll take it. Like I said, a billion times over, excuse me, whenever I'm stammering now, stuttering like an idiot. Usually that means nice try. So we're still not out of this by even a long shot. Not a long shot. Please do not just like do anything. Thank you. Yep, we're gonna let you have that, my friend. So I do have more colors. I have one more color. They got rid of a land there for me, so that's kind of cool. Like if someone absolutely stomping me in Brawl, I can't help but go, nice, yeah. Alright, Pixie. Pixie into Breaker, and then I don't think this has got to be a whatchamacallit. This has to be nothing important, or else they wouldn't have reefed, I don't think, so. I'm not going to play this down in case they do something else, because there's just no way. They would have played anything else other than the reef. Yeah, I don't think they're going to reef here, but... I'm going to swing in here because we can actually just go for, like, you know, removal. Removal's cool, right? Removal is pretty cool. Yeah, let's have them commit to the block first, I suppose. I want the damage to go through, because we can always just, like, flash this in or whatever the hell. Warp it in, flash it in, it is whatever the hell. And then we still have Momentum Breaker. Sure. Nice lands. Appreciate you, Matt Dash. You missed me. I just cut a land. You missed the deck building process, Matt Dash. We just cut a land. No, stop. Stop with the lands. I love Match with fuck arena. I'm talking about a money grab and Random bullshit cheese. How's life? I feel that one. I feel that deep into my soul, my friend. Trust me, I do. Alright. You know the drill. Do I really want to waste this Momentum Breaker on this damn Sanctuary? I guess I have to. Alright. This is a Nail Biter. Flooding out. Maybe I need to cut more lands? Trajectory, sure. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. 9 out of 20. The reason I always do the land count just to kind of so I know my ratio. I know if I'm getting flooded or not. 9 out of 20. It's about 50%. All right, if they have a cat, we're looking so bad. So hopefully that is not the case. Which of you nurses awake me? The Lich of Twitch is back, baby! Let's go. What's up? On today's episode of Will Mana Man Flood, I will find out next time on Dragon Ball M. Come on, don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. All right, we're not getting crazy, so this has been just disturbing. Okay. Caller. You know what? Let's surveil. Maybe we get another caller for the win. No. Sure won't. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping the damn thing. So they have to chump block. Uh-oh, here we go, baby. Play the Flood of Mice and Men. Here we go, baby. Let's get it. Round 3, fight. Alright, here we go here. I'm gonna keep this, but we're gonna need a little bit of help here. At least another green source for the Roadwatcher. Almost a little too chill. Mad Dash, almost a little too chill. Alright, let's get that on Cecil, the Dark Knight. Not Batman, but hey. Straight into a map, so it's kind of like, makes me think, I mean, maybe they got stuck on one land there? Who knows? Either way, the Cecil, the Dark Knight is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. The end should be nice eventually. There's really no point in, like, doing anything here. I guess I could Pixie and then just play down the Dark Knight again. Sure. Just to get, like, a blocker for the Sirens. The end we definitely need for the Cat. And the Kaito. And basically everything. It's not Blot Out, but the end's still pretty good versus this deck. Alright. Shocking yourself in for a Preacher. We can take care of the Preacher. No green to be found, but that's okay. For now, at least. For now. I think we have to put it on the Cecil, because it doesn't die, so... Let's swing in, baby! Alright, so Cecil's not flipping anytime soon. That is quite okay. Got a little Pokemon theme here. I have an effect for Eversage. Stage of summoning a mobilized token. You have an effect. What's that mean? Like a... What's that mean? Kaito! Well, I guess we have to wait one more turn for Kaito. They pitched the Kaito. That makes me feel pretty good. We do have the end for it, but... This really is rough. I need a green source. Green, green, green. I guess technically this is green, right? Kinda. I don't like that quick pass. I don't like that quick pass at all. That makes it seem like we were weak. We are. The Saboteur is so good for the ward. Anything with ward, because they just target it and then it just fizzles. Makes me sad. Damage for summoning a sack, then they lose 1 life. Oh, you mean, is it the Blood Witch? Or like a Blood Artist, Blood Witch? One of those things? Oh, please stop. Alright, so we got a Roadwatcher now, so... Let's get it, baby. Okay, I was gonna say, ooh, don't whiff there. Skirmish Rhino, let's go. And we definitely gotta do this for the Surveil, set up our sting here. Get the color in the graveyard. Bam. Alright. I'm not holding still. Sure. Oh, I hate this thing. If they know what's up, they can go for the Saboteur, target the Cecil. It's a bunch of black and white cards. A little Orzhov here. Yeah, is it the Blood Witch? Is that what it is? Definitely got a block here. In case a kitty cat comes out to play. Honestly, because we have the end, you could almost say that we should not do that, actually. That's actually pretty important. Because if they go in for the cat, they tap out, then we the end. Actually, that might have been a little bit of a misplay there. Maybe I should let that go. Interesting. Yeah. I think we're going to swing in now, and then we're going to the end if they have the cat, right? can't imagine this is what they're going to do. Just a Drowner. Okay. I really would hate to use the end on the Drowner, but they do the Rhino instead. Makes sense, it has Trample, so... Another one on the Roadwatcher? This would be kind of cool if they did the end on the stack. Wouldn't that be insane? Let's make sure it doesn't do that. Search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library. That would be insane if it hit it on the stack. Spells. That would be insane. We could fizzle this. That would actually be nuts, but unfortunately that's not the case. So I can't swing in with you. We get back to Preacher. No attacks. Drop down the Roadwatcher. I guess it's just gonna have to be Pixie, right? Yeah, let's go Pixie. I'm not even joking. Do we just bounce the Rhino back? Or do we bounce the Roadwatcher? Let's go maybe Rhino. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go Rhino. End turn. $17 live. I wonder if they do start swinging with the Saboteur. I'm probably not going to block. But then they leave themselves open, so... Uh-oh, got something. Got something. We've been alerted. The Lich of Twitch redeemed song request. Let me know what you got, my friend. Wow, they just give it up. Woohoo! Forticine. Hi. Okay, so some Pixie action. I have nothing to bounce. We're going to take a mulligan here. There we go. This is looking a little bit, little hotter. Little hotter. I'm liking this. We actually don't need a ton of green, so I'm going to get rid of this Blooming Marsh. This looks a little bit better by default, huh? I think it's enough lands, right? Spider-Man says already old news. It is. They got Avatar to look forward to now. Literally, in terms of spoiler season. Ooh, so there's our fourth. Okay, there's our 3-drop there. Maybe I should have kept another land then, huh? Alright. I'm still going to go for the Blooming Marsh despite this being a little bit better, but... I'll just shock myself in. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to gain the 2 life off the Rhino anyway. I don't want to get punished if I top deck a fast land off the top. Because we have a lot of fast lands in this deck. If we get another, like, Courtyard or another Marsh, we go in for the Marsh instead of the Godless Shrine, and then we can go in for Roadwatcher on curve. That situation does come up a lot, which is why I'm playing it like that. Normally, you go Godless Shrine to avoid the pop. Pixie, huh? Okay. Get out the Skirmish Rhino, and I'll give you something to be a little afraid about, my friend. You want Venom, and I was Spider-Man 2099, maybe those are all out, right? I don't think there's the Venom from the Commander. There is, like, that sneaky Leaf Carnage. And then Spider-Man 2099 is already out, right? Is it 2-drop? Sheltered by Ghost, you suck. Oh, I guess I do have nowhere to run, so that's cool. Pick you up, take you where I wanna. You ready to return for Strixhaven with your VV deck? Oh, you're evil. Let's see here. I could just go for nowhere to run. I mean, I think so, right? Or else I could just go for Roadwatcher. Let's just go for the nowhere to run. While they're like kind of having like their shields down here, right? Bang. Pixie, nowhere to run, and now they're like looking really rough here. And we're like well out in front. When do you think we're gonna return to Bloomborough? Bloomborough was too successful for them not to return to at one point. So this is just classic Esper Pixie. There's a lot of different Pixie. I mean, Pixie's making a resurgence, and fortunately, Pixie's not like super mega busted anymore, so that's nice. It feels like a pretty fair deck. It's not even like a tier 1 deck anymore, so. Alright, let's go for Roadwatcher. We need more frogs? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We need some more rhinos, baby! Take another Skirmish Rhino. Skirmish Rhino! This card's hilarious. I can't believe that's an uncommon. They could have printed this as a rare, and nobody would have, like, blinked an eye. Am I walking into it? I don't think they have board wipes, right? Pretty sure it's not the way they play, but... What the hell is this? Okay. When this enters, target player sacrifices a creature of their choice other than the enchanted creature. Well, it's gotta be the Roadwatcher then, right? Honestly, maybe it's the Rhino. No, it's the Roadwatcher. If we had another Roadwatcher, we could go Rhino to reanimate it. This card's interesting. When this enters, target player sacrifices a creature of their choice other than the enchanted creature. Whenever it's dealt damage, destroy it. So if they block with like a little siren or something, then I'm also dead. So this is kind of like a conditional weird 2-for-1. I kind of like it. It's kind of weird, but against creature decks, it could be alright. Talent. Yeah, see, okay, so now if we block... Okay, that's annoying. Low-key kind of annoying then. So I can't really swing with the Skirmish Rhino because they block, we just die. That's actually kind of annoying. Ooh, you son of a gun. So yeah, this thing's infected. Our Skirmish Rhino has a little bit of a fungal infection, we'll say. So I am not swinging in with you. He's sick. He's sick today. He won't be in the office. I got 3 rhinos, baby. We need some, I think we need one more rhino. We need the full play set of the rhinos out here. I don't know how to say this word. Cryogenic? Cryogen? Cryogen Relic? Hyperbolic Time Chamber? Is that what this is? Kirin. Are you going to bounce the relic? Makes sense. So I think they have better, like, draw, but we have better aggression. That's kind of the trade-off. We both have, like, really, like... We have the same shells, but mine's aggressive. Theirs is more grindy. I mean, it's definitely not bad. Could definitely be worse. I'm going to keep it. Got the Culler, got some joins up. Let's get it, let's get it. This card's absolutely insane. And pretty much, you can play this in mono black. That's how you know a card is good, is when you can play it in like 5 different decks. Ugh. You can play this in mono black. You can play it in Golgari. You can play this in Dimir. You can play this in Void Warp. You can play this in Orzhov. You can play this in any Pixie deck. You can play it anywhere at any time, even if you don't have black mana. That's how good it is. That last part was a lie, but you see what I'm saying. Alright, so I was say they did take like at least a what was that, a double mulligan? But unfortunately for us, they do find their draw engine, so that kind of sucks. No! Stop! I'm gonna go for the mortuary. I need to make sure this is not a land. Okay. I was gonna say, we need to make sure this is literally not a land. So I'm starting to get really annoyed with this draw. Be gentle. Ooh, that's not very gentle. Nowhere to Run does not touch the Zenith. Oh, we're so screwed. Oh, we are so fucked with a capital F. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna play you. But I am not blocking. And then we're gonna need you to, like, block with the Culler. Go for Nowhere to Run. Oh, we're so awkward. Oh, no. Don't double spell. 2 cards left in hand. Do not double spell. Just don't double spell. You don't want to. You don't want to. It's bad. Yep, come right this way. This kind of sucks, too, because now I can't block. Or they can't block, and then I can go for Nowhere to Run. Oh, do I go for Acolyte? I think I probably just do. Let's go for it. Oh. I guess that makes their double spelling a little harder. So there's that. That makes their double spell a little harder. I don't know. That's... Well, now they literally can't, right? Oh, no! Well, of course. The Pixie, then, obviously. Alright, I think you got it, my friend. Round 3. Fight. Okay, God, this is just, like, not that good. This is, like, objectively speaking, not that good. Alright, let's keep it. Alright, we're gonna go for the Mortuary. We're gonna find something sexy. I mean, that is kind of sexy. Alright, we'll keep it. I mean, Squall is sexy, I'm not gonna lie, but, you know. All this early stuff here, I was telling you, our advantage is being aggressive. We're not being very aggressive here, are we? Okay. I might just have to flash in the Sunpearl Kirin to be, you guessed it, aggressive. Sure. We've already committed to the big boys, so... Ew! I should have done that. Okay. Oops. Well, actually, I shouldn't have. What am I thinking here? That would have activated the momentum breaker. We would have lost this thing. Okay, whatever. So now we got 2 big boys here. Kirin. We'll flash in the Kirin again. Oh, I only have 1 white source here. Alright, that's not that big a deal. Sometimes I just assume I got 3 colorful lands here. I'm like, you know, we're fine. Alright, so we can finally go in for Roadwatcher or Squall. I think, probably Roadwatcher, I would imagine. I got the Rhino out here. Because Squall says whenever it deals combat damage. Good God, that's kind of slow. So I think that's probably like our last card. Roadwatcher come out to play. Give me something good. That's not very good, but I am going to take back my Roadwatcher so I can get another ETB off that. So we're kind of getting into the grind mode, despite our advantage being aggressive. So you see where this is not going very well. Well, I didn't mulligan, so I can really only blame myself, I suppose. Wow, just a straight up Kaito, huh?
Don't worry, Pom-Pom-chan. I've got this.
Interesting. Alright,
Sit down. What do you think?
Consider me set. Interesting. I think we have to go Cecil into Skirmish Rhino then. Let's put 2 things out here. It says Death Touch can trade with you. Kaito, huh? Which option for Kaito do you play? Get lost, okay. It's a little... That makes sense. Never mind. That makes sense. It checks out. Ooh, and now we got this freaking fungal infection again. Letting Kaito exist is, like, not good. This is one of the most cracked cards in Standard. Oh my god, it's so crazy. Alright, let's go for the Roadwatcher. We can retrieve back my Cecil, which is quite good. I could go Rhino. I think it's probably Cecil, to be honest, even over the Rhino. Isn't that crazy? This just pops them for 2. I think it's literally got to be Cecil. Because they could go +1 on the... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Be gentle, Kaito. Wow, that's kind of weird. Really? Wraith, huh? I think I have to block with the Cecil. Yeah, let's block. So what are you gonna do with Kaito now then? So I did lose life, so then what do you go for? Do you have like a Flood Maw or something? Or like, cause, I mean, Kaito's gonna die now. Which is really good for me. So what'll it be, Kaito? I did technically still lose life with the Cecil, so maybe I should let that go. Yeah, I should let that go. Because if we block with Cecil, we still lose a life anyway. Yeah, I think I just played myself a little bit there. Okay, never mind. We're not going to think about that. Anyway. Let's just get Squall down now, right? I guess their defenses are kind of down. We get double strike with our Squall. Yeehaw. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to clear a path with Squall. But we'll see. Another Kaito. Oh my god.
Just in time to
okay, honestly not that bad though. If they just put stun counters on Squall, we can still get double strike with the Pixie to swing on the back crack. Goodbye, Kaito.